you ever kicked yourself because you've had a really good progressive session with your horse, but you got a little bit greedy, you pushed a little bit more, and that progress ended up feeling like a complete failure? You actually ended up being on the floor, and now you just feel guilty, like as if you needed another thing to be guilty for. Add to your list. What do you do now? This is exactly what my client Jade with her horse Joe, they're doing a strengthening exercise, and she rang me and said, Nika, we had the most amazing ride until I asked for a little bit too much. He bucked me off and I landed flat on the ground. Now I was wrestling with this part of me that was like, Jade, you got too greedy, you should have stopped, you should have ended it on a good note. To now I'm thinking my ego is going, well, he's now learned this trick and he knows how to get me off. He knows how to buck me off. We've all been there, and I really appreciate Jade's honesty. I said to her, let's reframe the story, because I promise you that Joe the horse isn't sat in his field going, oh, I'd love a way how to buck off Jade again. He's forgotten about it. He's living in the present, probably eating his grass, eating his hay, mooching in the field. The human brain, though, is telling ourselves all kinds of stories about what we should have done and how we can make it better, and this kind of leads to us battling with our ego. If we rephrase this and actually replayed the story, as we're doing in our head, into what signs Joe was showing before he ended up being a buck, because most of us think these sporadic behaviors horses do, like a rear, a spin, a bolt, a buck, is out of nowhere. But most of the time, in fact 100% of the time, they have given you subtle shifts in their body, in their behavior, that we've maybe overlooked because we're trying to concentrate so hard, right? I get it, there's so many things you need to think about. But when we actually went through the story together again, we found exactly the stress signals that Joe showed, which led to the sporadic buck. And that's the learning that we can help Jade with going forward with her next ride, so that every single ride feels like progress, and that you, the rider, know when to stop and when to push a little bit more.